Welcome to another episode of the Unsanctioned podcast where we'll be breaking down
War Games. It's back after 20 years.
But is it War Games?
It's
After 20 years?
They made some minute changes.
Julio,
War
Jeune?
Games-ish.
I'm Luis Vasquez. You can follow me on Twitter at LuisVasquez617.
I'm Jay Holland. You can follow me any and everywhere across social media at JOCity, JAYOCITY, unless it's on Facebook at that 781 at the end.
I'm Julio, Jeune. You can follow me at Life.
Life. I
And
like
this
that.
is Unsanctioned.
You already know this is the Unsanctioned podcast. We're now signing on your airwaves. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Gotta bring the city back, let me know we still here, never gonna stop. Keep rolling like a wheelchair, can't be shook. You know the war smell fair, throw him in the trunk, turn your man to a straight stare. No tire, just money so fire. Can't stack your paper thin like fly.
Unsanctioned.
Shout out to Impala, MPALA, man, for the Where You At, the official intro theme song for the Unsanctioned podcast, man. Check them out. Go check them out on iTunes and everywhere music is found.
I'm staying with some robbers, just so charming. One smile I got, baby so bad. You had to pop it, spit game prop.
Julio Jeune, how you feeling about War Games?
Exciting card.
Hold up. I think we need to lead off by saying card is subject to change.
Card is when it comes to WWE.
Confirmed with the Survivor
card
Series
is
one.
definitely subject to change.
Ride to the track. If you get money on me, show me where you at. Show me where you at. Show me where you at. If you get money.
It's never
We're
going to
at
get
the
old.
Unsanctioned podcast, man.
Get old. Love it.
I love that song. NXT War Games. Let's break that down first. It's happening first.
Yes.
The name is a big deal, almost as big as Survivor Series, depending on who you ask, or even bigger.
You know what? Big shout out to NXT, man, for bringing back War Games. Because
I respect it.
Fans have been clamoring for the War Games match to be in
For WWE to do it. So
at
the fact that
some
NXT
way.
is doing it, which obviously is WWE, but NXT
Triple H.
that was a curveball,
Yes.
a welcomed one,
I mean,
creative.
Don't,
Just don't ask Cody Rhodes about it.
you know what it is? You know, yeah, I know, right? You know what I feel about it though? I'm happy to see the match. It's just the competitors who are in it, man. I'm not too crazy about it because I felt they were just kind of thrown in.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt that way too.
It didn't have like a background story, but I feel like the people in the match are going to give you a quality match.
Yeah,
They're like,
but-
who can we fill up the cage with?
Yeah, you know,
That's
but
how they
like,
looked at
that's
it.
the thing. Like with War Games, there's always a storyline for War Games. It's like it builds and it gets to that point where like this needs a War Games match. It's perfectly like how Hell in a Cell is used. This rivalry needs a Hell in a Cell. Like that's how War Games is. And I think just by the competitors they have in it, who are great workers, I just don't feel connected to it. I think the nostalgia is more of them bringing back the match itself and not the people who are in it.
Right. It's more about seeing it happen.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
what it's about,
curiosity of how it's going to happen
Yeah.
in WWE.
And I'm sure it'll be cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to mess it up, but if anyone can mess it up, it's WWE.
Yes, we know that.
So we'll see.
My expectation levels are mediocre right now. So
How about your prediction?
so we're going down the card. We'll start with Cassius Ohno versus Lars Sullivan, which was recently made on last week's edition of NXT. For some reason, I think Lars goes over. They've been trying to build him up.
Me too.
I think he just goes over.
I'm going to
Yeah.
agree.
They
I feel like
make him a
unanimous.
monster.
I feel like Cash is fizzling out a little bit. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
do something to kind of revive him, give him
I
a
don't think
renewed
they've ever
push.
been behind Cassius the way they
It
should
hasn't
be.
seemed like it exactly.
But
so
yeah, I think Lars goes over here.
I think his moment passed.
He's a man
to
of the people. You know what I mean?
Get over here,
Yeah.
but I see Lars getting the nod here.
Yeah. Goldust 2.0, a.k.a. the Velveteen
Black
Dream.
Goldust versus
Black. Lavender Dust versus Aleister Black.
Black Goldust versus Aleister Black.
No, so let's give this man his credit, man. Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. Honestly, I see Aleister going over, man.
Yeah, I definitely see
Same.
Aleister going over here. But to be honest, Velveteen Dream, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he is.
To see where he coming from Tough Enough, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah. So I mean, it's I think they're treating Aleister how they treated Asuka. I mean, Luis, what's your prediction there?
Yeah, Aleister Black.
You got Aleister?
Yeah,
All right, Black Mass Kick.
I got him.
So next, we're gonna go to the NXT Women's Title picture, the Fatal 4-Way.
Thank you for skipping
Yeah,
the one that was.
Yeah,
right
we're not
before
gonna
that
talk
on
about
But do we
that.
think that's
on
going
our
to build
card.
to an angle?
No,
The paper?
no.
You don't think Shawn Michaels versus Johnny Gargano
No.
in an app contest is going to
No
build
way
to an
in
angle?
hell.
No, because why would he do? I mean, okay, I can answer my own question. If he does it, it's because Johnny is now a student of his game. Sean being a coach at the Performance Center and for NXT. But from a wrestling standpoint, if you put that aside, if that wasn't a thing, what I just said, he turned down a match with AJ Styles. And then you're going to go wrestle Johnny Gargano? No disrespect.
Maybe he thinks he can't keep up with AJ Styles right now.
No, but AJ was going at his pace.
I think
Sean,
I
you
honestly
guys
think-
are being disrespectful
no, I said
to
specifically
Mr. WrestleMania.
no disrespect. Oh, okay. I was talking about
You're
Gargano.
going- no.
We're disrespecting Shawn Michaels?
Yes, you are.
How?
Disrespect. He can't keep up with AJ's pace.
Julio said that.
He definitely can't keep up with AJ's pace right now. No, he can't.
Wow.
No.
He can't go as fast as AJ. No.
Shawn
not
Michaels will
anymore.
tell you to your
Wow.
face right,
Right.
now he can't keep up with AJ Styles.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is gonna say that, and then what happens when he gets in the ring? That he still got a chance, and us screaming like, "Wow!"
Well,
He might
I'm
still
not
have it for
doubting
10
him.
minutes. He
I'm
might
not
still
doubting.
have it for like 10 minutes.
No.
AJ would
Styles.
definitely have to work with him in that sense too, though.
Oh my goodness!
I think this is going to build
Wow.
to an angle. It may not be between these two, but maybe Tommaso Ciampa comes back.
I think they're just buying time.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, I
comes
think they're
back.
just buying time until Ciampa gets back, so that way him
I
and
don't know. I
Gargano
think
can
this is it.
start their feud.
So the original match that you proposed here for the NXT Women's Championship, I see.
It's Kairi
Hopefully,
San, Ember Moon,
hopefully
Peyton
Ember
Royce,
Moon.
Nikki Cross.
Finally,
I want Ember Moon to get her due.
They need to give the belt to Ember Moon, but I think the person that actually is going to win here is Kairi Sane.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Momentum off that
Momentum-wise,
women's tournament.
yeah.
Off that women's tournament.
I could see
I
that.
think they're going to give it
You
to
know,
her.
I'm torn here because I'm leaning towards Ember,
Everybody wants Ember Moon to win.
but I think Nikki Cross also poses just because
Sleeper pick.
she's a strong character. But if you ask me to put money down on it, I would go with Ember. So they already put the storyline out that she can't win the big one, and so that's why I'm going with Ember. I think they put that out there for a reason. If we look at the NXT Championship match, we got Andrade Cien Almas versus Drew McIntyre. With Zelina Vargas and Mr. Almas's corner. Zelina Vargas, who actually surprised me and freaking did a hurricanrana on Gargano recently.
Well, she was good in NXT and when she was in TNA.
Oh, yes, she was. And she's still good. In ring, out ring, yes. But yeah, overall.
Jay Holland, ladies and gentlemen.
That was tamed. That was tamed.
For you, yes.
That was tamed.
True.
But she might be an induction member. But anyway, if I was to make my prediction here, I see Drew McIntyre going over.
I do too. I'm leaning left and right. I'm with Drew right now. Yeah. In order to solidify him and to make him a credible champion, he needs to go over here.
I think it'd be a huge surprise if Almas wins this match.
I think it'd be a welcome surprise for some,
Welcome, maybe, yes, but it'd be a huge surprise.
but I think it would hurt Drew's character.
Here's my thing. The only way I see Drew dropping it right now is if they plan on bringing him up right away.
Right.
That's it.
So that's where my thoughts ventured out to. Like, if he loses, then is that an automatic pathway to the main roster?
Well, if Almas loses, do we think that means he's going up to the main roster?
Too soon.
Yeah, he's going up to the main roster. I've heard rumors for months that he's going to be.
He'd get lost in the
Yeah,
shuffle.
I don't see them bringing him up without a title reign.
You don't think so?
No.
I think I see him
Because
as
he's
a
right now he's
205
their biggest
live
heel.
Intercontinental Championship jobber Sin Cara mold
Jobber.
type guy.
He's too talented to be in that.
A lot of talented guys are in that mold right now.
Very true.
Lot of
Dolph
talent.
Did you
Ziggler.
pick one?
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
All right.
And 3 for 3 for Drew.
Finally, the match has come back to wrestling. The War Games match itself, which pits the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole Bay versus Sanity versus Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong, which was honestly
That's
the weirdest pairing right there.
Yeah.
Roderick Strong needed partners, and hey, they're not doing nothing.
I think, yeah.
But
I
that
think it's
team
the
is
other way
stacked.
around. I think Authors of Pain needed, because they fit more into the storyline.
Yeah.
I think Authors of Pain just needed one additional person. It was just like,
Right. Here you
well,
go.
Roderick, we had you in the title picture for a while.
Well, I mean, they did the thing where the Undisputed Era offered Roderick Strong a spot.
Yeah, but I think that's because they knew they needed that third member to help out Authors of Pain. If you think about it, when Sanity beat Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag Team Championships, that's when Undisputed Era fully debuted as a unit.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Bobby Fish had debuted first, individually. Then he lost his first match, but ultimately that's when the Undisputed Era at the last takeover, Undisputed Era made their, I guess you could say, name there by attacking Sanity and Authors of Pain. So now, just to balance off the scales, it's like we need an additional person to partner with Authors of Pain. Thus, you throw in Roderick Strong.
My pick is Undisputed Era because Adam Cole is the next face of NXT, and this will help to build his legacy there.
I agree. I don't see Authors of Pain Undisputed Era losing this match, especially this is their first, I guess you could say, collective match on the pay-per-view stage. So I don't see them losing. I think they win.
Yeah, I think for the simple fact that they're trying to build Undisputed Era as a dominant faction. I think they're gonna take the W.
Now, can we just talk about the rules of the match? Now, for those wrestling people who remember War Games, the only way you used to be able to win War Games is via submission, or you would basically surrender, which is the same thing. WWE's rules now allow, they still have the 2 rings, they still have the cage, the 1 cage around it. The first 3 members will be in there, so it'll be a triple threat to start off the match for 5 minutes, and then they got the 3 minutes. Next member will come in, and so on and so forth.
These are the revised rules, right?
Yeah,
The rules just came out.
The one thing that hurts me is you can win the match by pinfall. That takes the fun out of it.
Not really.
It
It's
really
all right.
does. No, because the beauty about War Games
But it's
was
harder
like,
to score a pinfall.
No,
There's so many people in the damn cage.
The beauty about War Games was you had to either your team had to surrender or it was submission. That was the only way to win. It's just like it went with the theme.
Yeah, but for
a
WWE, because
war.
timing is so huge for them.
Yeah,
this
I don't
keeps it
want to.
moving.
Yeah, and I don't want to see it. Yeah, I don't think
Right.
that's that big of a change.
To me, it is. I'm a purist when it comes to the match, man. I was watching War Games earlier, man. Like, you know, you think of NWO versus the 4 Horsemen War Games match. I
Buff
mean,
Bagwell.
I know, right? Yeah. When you think of the Kevin Sullivan and his Doom basically group.
Or the best War Games match ever, the Shockmaster.
Stop it.
Sting.
Stop it. Stop it.
British Bulldog.
Stop it.
The best War Games.
Nah,
match
you know
ever.
what? You know
Look
which
it
one
up.
I was watching? I was watching the Nasty Boys with Dustin Reynolds, aka Goldust, and the Dream himself
Dustin Rhodes?
was in the match,
Mhm.
and they went against basically the Stud, the Big John Stud grouping, which had Colonel Parker, which was the manager.
Stud Stable.
Yeah, the Stud Stable.
Yeah, Bunkhouse Buck.
Yep. So, and
Buck.
I was just watching that earlier, and the fact that the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, had the freaking Nasty Boy shirt on that said the Nasty Dream on it. I found that hilarious,
Sure.
but it was dope. You know what I mean? And it was a surrender. They made someone
Well,
surrender.
maybe they do something like this with Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong. And
If I see Roderick Strong in anything Authors of Pain related, I will throw something at my TV.
Like face
Odd
paint.
pairing for sure.
I would be like, no, you don't do that.
I think overall, NXT has a chance to steal the show again on the weekend.
I agree.
Damn.
And that's just straight up to Triple H. He's the man behind NXT, and he has everyone talking.
This weekend's going to be awesome.
Oh man. Well, you already know. We're gonna break order. I'm Jay Holland. You can find me at JO City all across social media. That's JAYOCITY. Unless it's on Facebook, you add that 781 at the end.
I'm Luis Vasquez. You can follow me on Twitter at at Luis Vasquez 617.
Liar.
I started with the numbers. That's my other one where I look at
Her burner.
That is Luis and Luis only. We don't look at that content.
Just playing. Mickey James in the locker room. What you say?
I don't know nothing about that. Honey, I love you.
And I'm Julio Jeune.
You can find him at Life.
You can find me at Life. Follow me at Life, actually.
Follow me at Life. Any other games? Monopoly or
real good.
Trouble?
Connect, hey, whip out the Connect 4 and you will get served.
Uno. You already know, man. This is the Unsanctioned podcast. We are now being unsanctioned over your airways. So.
Enjoy the weekend.
Chill.
Yes, sir. Money over here, money over here, yeah. Talk. Gotta bring the city back. Let me know we still here. Never gonna stop. Keep rolling like a wheelchair. Can't be shook. You know the wolf smell fear. Throw him in the trunk. Turn your man to a straight spit. No time, just money so